Greetings, Saints, and thanks so much for tuning in to the Barbara Dean Franklin Show. I am your host, Barbara Dean Franklin, and today I have the awesome pleasure of sitting with my girlfriend, Shirley Ellis. Hello, Shirley, how are you?
Hello, Barbara. I am awesome. Thanks for asking.
Great. Shirley is the president of LaMotta Inc., which is Leaving Everlasting Memories as Time Advances. It is a 501c3 that you have.
Correct.
And she's also the CEO of Legacy Model and Talent. So Shirley, I want to thank you for coming here. But before we get started, I want to honor my last guest. My last guest was Kim Hodge, and she is the CEO of Time Banking here in Michigan, Michigan Alliance Time Banking. And today she is burying her sister. She was my last guest. And I just want Kim to know that our prayers are with her, that we love her. We're thinking about her at this time. So God bless you, you and your family, Kim, and we love you. So Miss Shirley.
Yes, Barbara.
Man, it's been a long time. I can remember back in 2003 when we met, when Sheila and Bobby Williams were moving from the Michigan State University to the Miami Dolphins. We had our little girlfriend day, man, and so the rest is history. We've been together ever since that time. It's been really a great time. So what I want to talk about, Shirley, is first your Legacy Model and Talent Agency. So how long have you been in this business?
Been in the business, Legacy Model and Talent Agency, it's nearly 4 years now. We opened our doors in 2008, November of 2008. Of course, I've been in the business, the industry, for over 30 years, and I'm not going to tell you how much longer than 30 years, but a long time as a model and an actress. So, yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, I know it's been a long time, but just tell me a little bit how you got started in the business. And you know, was that something that you always wanted to do? You know, sometimes from a little girl, you know what you want to do. So did you always want to be a model? Did you always, you know, have that desire?
No, I didn't to begin with. My mother, who died at a very young age, she had always said that I was her model and always wanted me to model. And so I got into the business at a late age. And my father, who is the pastor of a church, and he just says, no, I don't want you doing anything like that. You don't need to be a model. Nope. So anyway, I said, okay, I'm going to go on and do this myself. And so I did, and I loved it. I had been stripped of my self-esteem from a marriage, and I started going there to this modeling agency. And what they did, and, you know, I began to see myself for who I really was. And I looked at myself because, I look at myself because my sisters, there are 5 of us girls, and I am the oddball, I am the one that's 5'11". The others, the tallest one of them is about 5'3". And go figure it. I used to tell my dad, okay, Dad, hey, now tell me really, who is my father?
Really, you know.
But what happened here? But anyway, I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. And so I was there at the modeling agency, and they had all of these mirrors all around, and so I was able to really see how I looked. And I was so tall when I was growing up. I towered over everyone, and I hated it. But anyway, I just became aware of who I was. I saw myself in the mirrors, and I said, you know, you're not that bad looking after all. And so I just praise God, because what he says in his word, and that is, hey, we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Most definitely. And that's a good point, because as I look at the basic information that you have on your Legacy Model and Talent Agency, is that your goal is to build a company with heart, compassion, and integrity, and you promise to uphold the highest values in the industry. These accomplishments build positive self-images for any present or future career. And then about you, it says that we are an agency that is committed to developing our talent to their fullest potential by helping them improve their artistic skills, appearance, self self-confidence and build a positive self-image. So as I read that, I was wondering what is the curriculum, but and I truly understand about mirrors today, looking in that mirror and seeing what it is that you really see, deep into your soul. So what is the curriculum? How do you help? Because I'm sure everybody that goes or wants to be a model is not confident from the beginning. I can do this, I'm model material, they don't have the confidence that they have. What do you do at Legacy Model and Talent that will help somebody build that self-esteem, that positive self-image, to get them prepared to go out into the world, to compete with other people who may not look like them, but to be able to look in that mirror and love and embrace the person, the me that they see in them? What do you guys do?
What we do with our curriculum is you can't come into our workshops dressed any and every kind of way.
Okay.
I ban girls and guys from wearing jeans, sneakers. You can wear that any time of the day, anywhere. And I have found that if you dress up, if you feel good about yourselves.
Most definitely.
And when individuals can compliment you on how you look, then that helps your self-esteem also. Okay. So when you dress yourself up and you look at yourself in the mirror, and like I did, oh, hey, thank you, Jesus, this is not all bad at all. Right. So we try and help them with their self-esteem there. We talk to them about poise, posture, and presentation. Okay. What we do is we offer 6-week workshops for them. And in those workshops, we skim the surface because 6 weeks is not enough time really to delve into everything. Right. But we talk about and we teach them about etiquette, poise, posture, once again, and presentation. We also teach them how to sit because there is a graceful way of doing everything for females. Right. I don't care how old you are. You need to learn how to sit, how to stand, how to carry yourself. Right. Because once again, that helps individuals to know whether or not you are confident. Okay. If you're slumped all down in your chair or whatever, if you walk with your head held down, then people know that there is a confidence problem. So we work with them on that, and chin should always be parallel to the floor. We teach them how to walk tall. Be proud of who you are. Be proud. We are queens.
Okay, and that is so true. But now, walking with your head down, see, I'm always looking for money. So okay, so I need to do something different with that, huh? I need to keep my eyes straight ahead.
No, your eyes are what looks down. It's not the head.
Okay, true. Okay,
all
great.
Right.
Okay, that's good. So tell me, what is the age group of the people that you've helped, through Legacy Model and Talent? Is it just a set group, or do you have all ages? Or can anybody, if, say I wanted to be a model at speed limit age today, could I come into Legacy and you would be able to work with me?
Certainly we can work with you. I always tell people from the womb to the tomb.
Okay.
If you look at these babies that are in the nurseries and the hospitals, they're acting and they don't even realize that they are acting.
Exactly.
A baby that's in a mom's womb, they don't realize that. The oldest model that we have on our roster is about 90 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. So now with Legacy, tell me where you're located.
We're located in Lansing, Michigan, 3815 West St. Joe. Okay. And the zip code is 48917, and our telephone number is area code 517-485-9002.
Wow.
Easy to remember.
It's very easy to remember. So let's talk a little bit about LaMotta. We're going to, kind of go back and forth with this because LaMotta, again, is like your 501c3.
Correct.
And you have Models for the Cure. And every year you put on a fashion show for cancer survivors. And the models in your talent, in this show, this fashion show, are actual cancer survivors. You're not using, you're using models who have actually been affected by cancer in some way. Is that correct?
What we did for the past couple of years is we were using models that were affected by cancer, and also we were using models, maybe about 4 models whose loved one was affected by cancer, died of cancer, or either had cancers. They were modeling in memory or either in honor. This year it's completely different. We're only using cancer survivors.
Okay. And so how how did that go? How do they feel, being able to, to being a survivor, or someone who was affected by cancer, to go in and be celebrated and dressed up and honored for that particular day? How does it feel for you, for the survivors, and like, what is the turnout? What is the feel of that fashion show?
The feel for me is gratification.
Okay.
We are our fellow mankind's keeper. We are here to serve one another. And so this is what we're doing, is we're being a service business to them.
Right.
And to hear the replies, the emails, the phone calls from some of the models about how special they were made to feel while they were on the runway. We had a lady that last year was modeling in our fashion show. She says, even though I was diagnosed with 4th stage breast cancer, I just want to thank you.
All right.
She says, because I had not felt this beautiful since my wedding day.
Exactly.
And it just sent chills over my entire body.
Sure.
And she ended up passing. The family was so close to us that they wanted us there for her as she crossed over. Okay. And so we were able to help her cross over. But it just makes you feel good. And I've had another model that said, and others too that have said, I've always wanted to be a model, but the cancer destroyed my body. And you gave me an opportunity to walk that runway one time.
I know that,
and
sir.
I felt so good. I felt like a model. And that's what we want them to do. We want them to feel special. We want them to be honored because they have been through so much.
Right. And, being if it's a survivor of cancer or any, abuse, anything, we all need to celebrate each other.
Yes,
we do need to feel special and celebrated and know that people care about us and love us. So I think, when you told me about the Lamada, what you were doing, I think like for your first event, I thought that was really a great thing. And now for you to do this annually to celebrate people, in that way, I'm just really excited about it. And I pray that each year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because you are doing a great thing, and you're so selfless because you're thinking about somebody else. And that's what it is. Yeah, we are our brother's keeper, and we should, do all that we can to help make this world a better place. It's going to be that, each one reach one, each one teach one, and everything that you're doing. I just don't want you. I want to say to you, don't be weary in well doing, because God is going to put His hand in the midst of everything you do, and it's just an abundance of blessings that will be coming your way. If you don't have them yet, they're in the spirit realm. Just hold on, because it's on its way. I don't want to start shouting here today, but
we could do it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. So this year, we have a save the date card. The Lamada and Models for the Cure presents the 3rd annual Celebrating Survival Cancer Survivors Fashion Show. It's going to be September the 9th, 2012, which is my birthday. Okay. And so for more information, you can email, this is contact.us@lamada.org, Lamada, LEMATA.org, or you can call 517-853-7793, and that is Models for the Cure. You're also going to, now what is this, your international, because you just said that you just came back from, you were in New York, you were in Philly, so you have this card says, IMTA International Model. What is that? Tell me about that.
Okay, International Model and Talent Association is a competition.
Okay.
They have it annually, or twice a year really, once in LA in January, and they have it also in July.
Okay.
And so we just completed that in July, got back from there, and we took talent over there to compete.
Okay.
And there are scouts from all over the world that's there, that's coming in to be able to select models for Disney channels, Disney programs, sitcoms, whatever, magazine covers. So they're looking for models, they're looking for actors, they're looking for singers and dancers. And this year was the first year that they had the songwriting competition, so it was awesome.
Wow. Okay, that's really great. And so you do this are you involved in this every year? You take your talent over there?
Yes.
So how do people, I mean, okay, because you were just telling me that you're going to have some models here in Detroit doing the, is it the ball game or the
Yes. Mascot.
mascot, yes, for the for the games. So how do not your clients that work for you, not your models, but other people how do they contact you to get your models if they need something? I mean, I know that they can call you at Lamada at 517. Is that your number? 853-7793.
That's the Lamada number. They can call us at area code 517-485-9002 for
Okay.
Legacy Model and Talent Agency.
Okay. So this particular event that you're coming up with, the mascots, do you already have a contract with the people that have contacted you, or how do people really kind of get with you to contract your models out if they need to?
Okay, this individual was our first client,
Okay.
and so they had probably Googled us and came up with us, and so therefore he called and wanted a quote from us, and so we sent him a quote.
Okay.
And I stayed in contact with him also because I knew that there were other agencies that they had contacted, and I wanted that job.
I got you.
Yes,
I got
so he asked me to send pictures of a number of individuals. I did that, and that's how it happened.
So basically, the people who want to become a model and the people who need models, they kind of reach you the same way.
Yes, yes.
They can Google you, they can call you,
Yes.
email you, Facebook you.
Yes.
You have all of these different avenues that
Yes.
are available to them.
Yes.
So what do so for people who never knew about Legacy Model and Talent Agency, what do you want to say if you looked into that camera and you wanted to tell somebody that is interested in becoming a model? Or sometimes maybe they want a model, but they can come to you for a curriculum that teaches them, self-esteem and etiquette and different things like that. And they may not go into modeling, or maybe they will. But what do you want to say to somebody who has an interest in becoming a model? What could you say to them that would help them understand why Legacy Model and Talent is the place to be?
Legacy Model and Talent Agency is the place to be because we are a community-based agency. We reach out to others.
Okay.
It is our job to make people feel better about themselves. Leaving everlasting memories as time advances. We talk about that with Lamada and with Legacy. We want to touch the beauty in everyone while leaving a legacy for all.
Okay.
So we teach you what you need to know to make it in this industry. You can call us at 485-9002, area code 517. Don't forget that, okay? And you can also look us up on our website. And we will help you to get into the business. There are 3 marketing tools that you're going to need now if you're interested in modeling. You're going to, and nowadays, this industry is just like Meyer Thrifty Acres was years ago, and that is one-stop shopping.
Okay.
So the client is now interested in the 3 marketing tools. That is, they want to see what you look like, they want to hear how you sound, and they want to read about your resume.
Okay. So, and that's, one-stop shopping, that's for real. That is one-stop shopping. So, Lamada, leaving everlasting memories as time advances. How did you come up with that concept? I know you have the Legacy Model and Talent. So how did you come up with Lamada as your 501c3? What inspired you to do that?
It was God inspired.
Okay.
It was a vision that God had given me, and I know that when He gives you a vision, He makes provisions.
Most definitely.
And I was just obedient to what He asked me to do, and I didn't know how I was going to do this without a budget, but we were able to do that. The hotel, for the first couple of years, they gave us the facility free of charge, and that was confirmation for me because no money.
Right.
We had board members that had dropped off because says, you can't make this happen. You've got to have a budget. Well, we just kept plugging along and plodding away, and God saw fit to allow us to happen. So I sleep sometimes with a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen by my bedside. And I said, well, Lord, now I know somebody's going to ask me what Lamada means, Lemata.
Okay.
And so I need to know because I can't think of, anything. So divinely,
Right.
it came to me, leaving everlasting memories as time advances.
That's beautiful. That is really beautiful, and just just the thought of the cancer survivor fashion show, and the cancer survivors actually modeling in the show, or people in memory of. It's just a beautiful concept to me, because again, I say that people need to be celebrated. They need to know that they're loved, and we have so many people that are suffering with different things today. It's bad enough that this world that we live in is, people have opted to do so many bad things to people, but when bad things happen to good people, because of illness, it's not like somebody is just purposely doing something, but it's just that sometimes bad things happen to good people. They need to be celebrated. They need to know that they're loved. They need to know that people are out there rooting for them, that are willing to assist them in whatever area that they need assistance in. But a lot of times we don't know what we don't know until we know it, So this is a good way to really help and celebrate the cancer survivors. So if anybody is affected by this disease, any disease or anything, it would be good for them to get in touch with you. So what about fundraising? So, can people donate to you, or do you have fundraisers before you have this event? Is there a cost? Do you sell tickets to this event? How can people contact you if somebody wants to help you today? If somebody says, "Hey, I want to just give Miss Shirley $1 million today."
I'll take it.
Okay. So do you have, before this actual event, which is coming up September the 9th, are you doing any fundraising before that, or do you sell tickets to this event?
We sell tickets to the event. There are VIP tickets that sell for $50. We also have corporate sponsorship forms that individuals who own businesses or corporations, whatever. There's a platinum, there's a silver, there's all 4 of those, gold. So that will get you preferential seating and a number of other perks too. We also sell the individual tickets for $50, and that gives the individual preferred seating and some other perks. We also have general admission tickets. They are $30.
Okay. And this year, the event, is it going to be at the same location that it was last year, Lexington Lansing Hotel at 925 South Crates Road, Lansing, Michigan 48917?
Correct.
Okay, so your social hours 4 to 5. Fashion show starts from 5 to 7. Now, does this include, so I see that there will be food, live entertainment, door prizes, raffles, and more. All right, September the 9th, my birthday. I think my girlfriend is coming here from Texas. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the event, but I definitely will purchase a ticket anyway in the event that I'm not able to make it. But if she's here and she'll be here till Monday, then maybe we'll just drive up to Lansing and hang out.
That would be
get a room and stay over, so I don't have to drive in the dark because my eyes are getting bad. So Shirley, what else is going on with LaMotta other than your event? I know you have your the mascot event that's coming up, but like how is the business doing? How are you doing over there in Lansing?
LaMotta itself is doing pretty well. We have a board of directors. We are going to be having fundraisers. We're looking for grants. We're looking for grant writers. We're looking for board members also. And our fundraisers, we've got people that are putting those on. And anybody that wants to come on board and help to do fundraising for us, that's great also. What we'd like to do for LaMotta, and LaMotta is just not for cancer survivors. It is for individuals with debilitating diseases. It is for individuals who have terminal illnesses. Because now, myself, I've never been diagnosed with the disease, thank God for that. But what these individuals who have been diagnosed, when you hear that word cancer, you think it's a death sentence. And your whole life just, from what I understand, your whole life just goes, in front of your face. And when they were diagnosed, or they are diagnosed, they love differently. They treat people differently than maybe you and I. We take life for granted, and we need to stop doing
Most
that.
definitely,
We
Shirley.
need to be able to love and tell one another how much we love them all of the time, morning, noon, and night,
Yeah.
and take care of one another.
That's true. I am guilty. I have a friend who says, you tell everybody that you love them. And I do.
Yes.
You know, because I do. That is God's greatest
Yes, it is.
command, which it is to love. And I love people. You know, I
Yes.
have that agape love, you
Agape
know,
love.
for everybody. I want to see the good in everybody, you know, and I want somebody to see the good in me. So, I mean, there's not a time that I hang up the phone that I don't say, I love you, you know,
Likewise.
because if something happens to me today or tomorrow, you know, I don't want you to even wonder. I wonder how she felt about
No.
me, you know, because you know that I love you because I told you so,
Yes.
you know. So
Yes.
that's, you know, that's no problem with me. And I truly understand that. And I do know that the God that we serve, every time, you know, cancer is not a death sentence.
No.
And then when people have a illness or, you know, something that they've overcome, they need to tell other people about it.
true.
Their
So true.
testimony is just not, you know, sometimes you go through something that's not really just for you. It is for you to be a blessing to somebody else, to let them
Right.
know that, you know, they're not alone. They're not, this is not the first time that this has happened to
That is so
somebody,
true,
that
God.
you've overcome something
So true.
and that they can be able to overcome too. Usually the battle, it starts in your mind,
In the
because
mind.
if you
Yes, yes.
believe that you're defeated, then you are.
You are.
You know,
It's
so
the
and if you
attitude.
believe that you're
Yes.
able to overcome. I was reading something a while ago, and I think it was from The Secret when Oprah had that
Yes.
series on, and there was a lady and she was diagnosed with something, and she said she started looking at comedy shows and she laughed all the time.
Yes.
And you know, and laughter is a good cure for
Yes, it
a
is.
lot of things, you know. And a lot of times we walk around so our faces are so toe up, we don't laugh, we don't smile,
too bad.
we don't speak, you know. And again, I'm guilty of, you know, you talk to everybody, you're always like, you're
Likewise.
so nice, you know.
Yes.
But you know, because of that, I'm yet so blessed
Yes,
as well,
we
you
are.
know. So
Yes.
I just thank God for the person that He has made me to be,
Praise
and
God.
He's continuing to, you know, rise me up to a level
Oh,
of,
yes.
you know, just of love, of giving, of caring, you know.
Yes.
So
Higher dimensions.
most definitely. So when I again think about, you know, because I'm a survivor of, you know, not of cancer, not of a sickness, but I, you know, sometimes I just have to survive myself on a daily basis.
Well,
You
I got you, honey.
Yes,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I understand that, and I understand being celebrated and celebrating people just exactly where they are. You know,
Right,
we
right.
need that, and I don't want to just say especially as women, because all people
All
need
people.
it, you know, but especially for my sisters. You know, when I think about them, you know, that's why, you know, I too am starting Women in Power Crossing Paths.
Correct.
You know, it's an organization of women loving other women, you know, women that have overcome, helping other young girls, other
Oh,
women
yes.
come over, you know, because we need to love one another.
We do.
I'm talking about for real, for real.
Real
I'm
love,
not
real
talking
love.
about, yeah, you know, acting like we love each other, then stabbing each other in the back. I'm talking about real women standing
Yes.
up for such a time as this, you know,
Yes.
being real women, you know. So what you do, you know, is great for you, and I'm going to support you, and
Thank
I'm going to
you.
be
Thank
there
you.
for you
Thank
and do
you.
everything that I can,
Likewise.
because what I do, you know, it's enough, you know, this world is so big, it's enough for everybody, and we should be coming together as a
should
people.
be.
You know, we should come together and celebrate each
We
other and
should.
support each other. And that's what the Barbara Dean Franklin Show does. It showcases people that are out here doing something.
Good
You know,
things.
exactly.
Yes.
The people that are doing great things that, you know, somebody else may never know about. But I want
Right.
to bring those people on the show, and I want somebody to hear about Legacy, Model, and Talent. I want somebody to hear about LaMotta.
Thank
And I want
you.
somebody to pick up the phone. And I want them to call, what number for Legacy?
That is area code 517-485-9002. Got it?
Okay, and then for LaMotta, there's a different number. So if somebody wanted to participate in your cancer survivor fashion show, or, you know, again,
got
wanted to
that.
donate, what number would they call you at?
That would be area code 517. And I've got to look at my card here myself too. 853
Yes.
0793. Got it?
Okay, now that's not the number that's on this card. It is 517
Ah,
853
853
7793.
Barb, I didn't have my glasses on.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is no problem. So that's 517-853-7793. That is for LaMotta if you're interested in the LaMotta and Models for Cure Cancer Survivor Fashion Show.
See, one thing that we do with LaMotta is, and we put our cancer survivors on the runway. And someone in the audience may be diagnosed with some form of disease or whatever, and they are thinking, okay, it's a death sentence for me, but it is not. They will be able to remember that model that's on that runway who is a 20-year survivor, and then they will be able to say, hey, I remember so-and-so, she has survived the same type of cancer for 20 years. I can do it myself too.
Most definitely.
So it's encouraging for the model as well as the people that are in the audience.
Right. Now, some of the pictures that are in here,
Yes.
This beautiful picture, that would be you.
Thank you.
But these are some of your actual models, or?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
people who have they're either diagnosed with cancer or they are doing this in memory of someone. So this book, they get whoever buys a ticket will get a book, or do you
Yes.
purchase these books? So whenever
get a
you're
book.
at the event, you actually get a book, so you'll be
Yes.
able to see the people that are actually modeling, hear a little bit about their history, things that they've overcome, or whatever is going on. And it's good to have. It also has your sponsors in the back, so if people
Yes.
want to place an ad, so they're able
Certainly.
to do ads and different things of that nature. So it's a good way to get business, a marketing tool as well,
Yes.
for others who want people to know exactly where your business is located and what you are doing. So again, Legacy Model and Talent Agency is located at 3815 West St. Joseph Highway, Suite A101, Lansing, Michigan, 48917. The phone number to contact them is 517-485-9002, or you can reach them at their website at www.legacymodelandtalentagency.com. And that is the same thing for their email address, would be admin@legacymodelandtalentagency.com. So if you're thinking about becoming a model, if that's what
Yes.
you want to do, and what you're doing right now is not becoming to you, you should be coming to Legacy
Thank you.
Model and Talent Agency. So Shirley, is there anything else that you would like to tell the public, just about yourself, about the agency, about LaMotta, maybe that I haven't touched on before we close out the show for today? Is there anything else you would like to say?
With LaMotta, what I'd like to say
Yeah,
is
look into that camera and
okay,
talk to
what
them.
we are interested in is having sponsors. Cancer survivors and other individuals, they have talent. They are models, they are actors, they are our family members, they are our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our fathers. And some of them have never had the opportunity to become an actor. Some of them have never had the opportunity to be a model, but that is their heart's desire to be one. We cannot, at Legacy Model and Talent Agency, train them so that they can compete in the industry without your help. And that is providing sponsorship, funds for these individuals who are interested in becoming models, actresses, to fulfill their dreams. They need your help so that we can train them and put them in the industry. Keep in mind also with LaMotta that, and I don't know if I specified this, Barb, or not, but 50% of the proceeds that we collect from LaMotta, it goes to the American Cancer Society. We not only are Models for the Cure, and that's what we do, and that's our little logo, Models for the Cure. It is not just for breast cancer survivors, it is all types of cancers. And we had brain cancers that were walking the runway. We had liver cancer, kidney cancers, you name it. This year, eyelid cancers. There's so many different types of cancers that are out there now. Some of them I've never heard before, but we want to represent all types of cancers. Ages 5 on up have walked our runways, And I think the oldest one was probably 85 years old. We had a couple that was about 85 that walked our runways. We pamper our models. We provide manicures, we provide pedicures, we also provide makeup and hairstyling for our cancer survivors. We also have designers that provide clothing for them so that they can feel their best when they're walking the runway.
Good. That's good. That's good. I think, again, that what you're doing is really great. I'm just one about celebrating people, and especially celebrating people when others may think that they're down, or celebrating people when they think that they're down, to just be an encourager, to encourage them to take the next step. That we never know that we're down today, but we never know at the end of the day. They said weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So we never know that what we're going through today is not a tell-all for what will happen for us on tomorrow. We've got to just encourage people. We've got to continue to fight the good fight.
We do.
We cannot give up, can't be weary in well-doing no matter what it looks like, because God is yet in charge of all things,
Yes, He is.
and He can do all things but fail. He said in His word that He will not leave us, nor will He forsake us.
Correct.
So we have to have faith, the faith of a mustard seed, that no matter what we're going through, that we know that
Yes.
God is able.
He's able.
So I want to thank you for coming down, from Lansing
Yes.
to visit with me and sit at the table here on the Barbara Dean Franklin Show.
Thank
I
you.
love you. I truly appreciate the friendship. I thank God for the day that our paths cross, and I hope that, probably maybe after the fashion show, we'll come back and we'll sit down again and we'll talk about how that day went. And I'm going to try to do everything I can to be there, and perhaps I can get my producer to come with me and maybe we can tape the event.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Wouldn't
Thank
that
you.
be- I wonder if my producer is listening to this right now. So
Oh, that would be awesome.
let's see what we can do. Let's see how we can make that happen.
Thank you, because this year is the third year, so that's the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And we have got to do our best and give God all the glory, and we want it to be an awesome, awesome event.
And I'm sure that it will, Shirley. All the hard work, all of your blood, sweat, and tears, and everything that you're doing at this point in time to make Legacy and LaMotta, rise to the top. I know for a fact that if there's anyone wanting to be a model, that the woman that I sit next to is a woman of great character and integrity. And I know that whatever you say you're going to do, that is exactly what you're going to do. If you're not able to do it, you're not going to say that you're going to do it. They don't have to worry about coming to you, sitting and getting a contract that'll be manipulated or changed, or, that is something that, is going to benefit both you and both your client. It's not all about you. You are a servant and you're here to serve. So, again, we just thank God for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank
I'm
you,
going
Bob.
to get ready to close out the show. But before I do that, I want to give your number one more time for Legacy Model and Talent Agency. That number?
That's area code 517-485-9002.
Okay, and for LaMotta, if you're interested, LaMotta Leaving Everlasting Memories as Time Advances, which Shirley Ellis is the president of. That number is 517-853-7793.
That's
Okay.
correct. That's
Yes,
correct.
and
Thank
so
you.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this show as I always end it, to my fans, to my public, to the people who take the time each week to sit down and listen to the show and look at the information that I bring to you each week. I want to say that thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedules to support me, and I want to tell you that I love you, and from my beating heart to your beating heart, I love you. You understand? Okay.